The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors, Amazon.com and tpublic.com. Listeners, beware. Coming straight from the Mouths of Madness, I'm one of the hosts, Lowdown. With me, as always, is...
F.U. Hunter. What's up, you sweaty-ass bitches?
Dude, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
We haven't done the ball meter at all this summer yet.
Holy shit, what is wrong with us?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, man.
It's like a 10.
Yeah, it's
terrible.
like 3 different changes of boxers or shorts.
Oh,
like,
it's disgusting.
It's pretty bad
It's
out
gross. Yeah, it's terrible. And I don't know where our listeners are at, but here in the good old VA, it's woo. Yeah,
there. It's thick.
Probably not as bad as our Floridian friends or our Louisiana listeners, but it's...
They're like, what are you bitching about?
Even Georgia. I heard Georgia's fucking miserable.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. But
no, it's bad here.
But we're right in that...
It's not even hot anymore right now. Like, this past week's been, like, not temperature hot. It's just been thick. Like, you walk out and you just see the haze. Hot. Not compared to 2 weeks before this when it was, like, in the hundreds.
I don't know. I got my car and it said 108. So,
well, the car doesn't read accurate temperature. It gets beat on all day by the sun. Yeah.
Anyhow,
the high today was like 92.
See, and
the high 2 weeks ago was
like 105. This is how bad it is. We're like, it was a mild 92.
Hey,
fuck, 92 is still bad, dude.
Yeah, no, but it's not as bad as 110.
That is true.
Goddamn right, it's true.
So I guess we're in the middle of the summer as we're recording this, as we've already
we're oh fuck. I wish we were there at the end of the summer. Can it be September already? This is terrible.
Soon.
Wake me up when September ends. Green Day, I give it to you.
They had it right.
They did have it right.
Praise it.
So, in the good old summer fashion, though, we have some little treats, some little tidbits, little bits, little bites, little nips,
little nibbles,
got
a few nibbles here.
To get you in that summer spirit. Because tonight on Killer or Filler, we're going to talk about the movie and all the remakes of Piranha. Now, when I talk about that, we're talking about the 78 original. We're talking about the 95 remake. We're talking about the 2010 remake and the 3D, Piranha 3D.
Yes.
Oh, that was during the 3D craze, which...
Oh, look, let's throw out there. One of the better movies that utilized some of the tricks with the 3D. Specifically, a piece of the human anatomy that I never thought I would see in 3D in my fucking face. But we'll get into that when we get into the remake, all right?
So we can crush through the original real quick. So the original, all right, it was 1978, so you know what you're working with here. You're working with, like, the stuff, you talk about a Wes Craven film, you talk about any old film, low budget, it's all shot the same way. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you can watch one of those old movies, and the camera angles, the way that it's shot, it's all like up close, and they reuse scenes in the same scene to fill the scene out.
But I'll say this: there's actually action set pieces I was kind of shocked that I forgot about, like the motorboat jumping over the other one, exploding and shit like that,
which was pointless.
But the scene when they're trying to make it to the whole big town gathering, like they're like hopping hills like fucking Fast and Furious. I was a little shocked about it. I forgot about that. Because we'll just bring it up real quick. I mean, it's kind of the directorial debut of
I don't know his name.
Joe Dante.
That was Joe Dante?
Joe Dante.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I had no idea.
Before Howling, before Gremlins.
Oh.
You were a suspect with the Dick Miller appearance?
No, I know. I was going to bring up the fact Dick Miller, but Dick Miller was also in Chopping Mall, and that was not Joe Dante. Dick Miller was in everything.
I know. But
he was in everything.
But he like...
R.I.P., brother, by the way. We miss you. We miss seeing your Cockney Yankee accent, I guess.
I don't even know how to describe that.
Well, there's the Cockney British accent. He had the Cockney Yankee accent. Like, he no matter where he was in the movie, where they lived, he had the same accent.
He just didn't give a shit.
He didn't give a fuck.
But yeah, no, that's kind of his first thing. We worked hand in hand with Roger Corman. Thank you.
Corman. Oh yeah. Corman. Yeah.
So this was a very early this was Corman-esque when the tits and blood and all that. So.
So the big difference between the original and the 2010 remake, because 95 is pretty much beat for beat. Just
don't waste your time.
Going from,
can we just say that already?
All right, we get that. Yeah, I wanted to start with the original, but F.U. Hunter's right. Like the 95 remake, It's like watching the Psycho remake. It's shot for shot.
They changed some of the characters around.
Better tits, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but it's 95. That was the thing. Someone was like, I'm going to do shot for shot. Dialogue's going to be the same, but just more shots of tits and bigger tits. That's the best way I can put it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's just a waste of time.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I would say, because if you had to choose between the original and the 95 remake, just watch the original.
Watch the original, yeah.
At least you're watching, like, OG, like, the, horror director that went on to make other horror movies.
Exactly.
I don't know who the fuck did the remake, and I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. 95 remake. So yeah, it is free on currently on IMDb TV.
Shocker.
So if you really want to, you go watch that. But also the other two are one's free on Stars if you have that.
I will throw.
And one's free on Shudder. So
yeah. I think OG's on Shudder,
and the other one's the remakes on Stars.
I will say this: the only thing that was shocking about watching the 95 remake is you get to see a very, very young Mila Kunis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
There you go. That's about it.
You get to see another role from the dude who was in House and Carrie.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but I swear he was in something so
recent.
Let's just
say this, but I'll say this: I wasn't shocked to see him in this. It wasn't like, wow, why is he in this movie? I was just like, yeah. It's mid-90s.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Trucks when we saw that dude that had been in some stuff that was in the starring role.
Yeah,
didn't really care.
So now that 95's out of the way, but yeah, the OG, it's like it is low key. It's more suspense driven. You'd never see the actual fucking fish.
Oh, my favorite is the shot of just some like random footage of just fish going
swimming
straight. Yeah, and that's their way of going. And they just go. They just make a humming sound, and that's them attacking somebody. It's just quick stock footage of fish flying forward, and people go ow, and then blood comes up. Yeah.
Although I will say the coolest scene to me in the original was the them tearing apart the raft because the doctor was bleeding into the water.
That was pretty intense.
Okay, so I lied. You do actually see I guess a fake fish eating away at the ropes. So they had a raft built together with twine and logs. So they were paddling down the river to get to the summer camp to warn the kids to get out the fucking water. But the doctor got into the water at one point to save another child whose dad got eaten.
Yeah, that kid was traumatized. Yeah, motherfucker.
And the doctor got eaten. They pulled him out. He died. And then when they had him on the raft, his hand was in the water, bleeding. And of course, blood to piranhas.
Yeah, so they're just nibbling at anything. They're like, gotta get to that blood.
Yeah, exactly. So that was it was like one log at a time. Kind of. That was a cool shot. That was a cool scene. I mean, the 78 doesn't have anything that blows your mind, though.
I'll throw this out there, though. All right. We're still in the 70s, and
dude with his legs getting eaten.
No. I'm just gonna say, you had in Jaws, you had a kid victim. For the most part, kids are usually safe in these movies. This one took the same thing for Jaws. Said, nope, we're gonna go eat a bunch of fucking campers. So
that's true.
There's some kid victims in there.
So yeah, and I want to build on that too. But that's really the biggest thing is basically like these fish are government experiments. They were going to be used for warfare in the Vietnam War.
Yeah, that was their whole thing. They were going to dump him. They were going to dump him in like the Vietnam water system, and like just that's how we win the war. But to quote the doctor, but then we got out of the war. And now we have these goddamn piranhas.
And the war ended.
Yeah,
and so
and they tried to poison them, but apparently these mega piranhas,
it worked at the end, though. That's how they fucking killed him at the end.
You also see, like, a walking piranha at some point that's just, like, so they're doing a bunch of fucking experiments. Like, yeah.
Well, they actually made a sequel to the original. Came out in the 80s.
You mean the one that James Cameron directed?
Oh, that was James Cameron?
Literally, Piranha 2, The Spawning, was Cameron's first, like, go at, like, directing something. Again, Roger Corman.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
I mean, look, Corman just gave everybody a shot. Like, sure, you're going to do that. Oh, and you got another movie called Terminator later on? All right, we'll do this shitty-ass movie. And then,
well, Aliens first.
No, OG Terminator.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking Terminator 2 because that was like the big one.
Yeah.
I always pair Aliens with Terminator 2 because they were both on this magnum scale of movie making. Compared to like the first Terminator 2 was like a whole other level of filmmaking. But so this movie's basically just them trying to warn people about the piranhas. They get abducted by the military, and there's a whole thing there. I mean,
there's like an alcoholic dude whose daughter's at camp, and
he's going to drinking, he's trying to go rescue him.
And there's this news
the
reporter.
Dude who was the counselor was like a known actor. Yeah,
that dude was a counselor. Speaking of Chopping Mall, was one of the tenants at Chopping Mall. He's been in a couple different things, but yeah.
He's always obnoxious.
Yeah.
Always fucking
He's
obnoxious.
always an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much the original. Like, I don't mean to talk it down. It is definitely worth a watch, but you might...
It's obvious it's a ripoff of Jaws.
Oh,
Look,
exactly.
It came out,
7 years after Jaws. Jaws was 71, 72?
No, Jaws is like 7. God damn it.
I thought Jaws was like 70. I thought Jaws was like early 70s.
Yeah.
No,
not 70. Yeah. Anyhow,
yeah.
Let's just say not far enough along that they were like, oh, cool. And you could tell there's some rip-off things.
Oh, no.
There's the...
It was the late 70s because they just released the 40th anniversary of like
there you go.
Jaws.
But you had the same beats with the mayor trying to hold the festival because but knowing that there's this potential danger that could kill everybody and not giving a shit. Yeah, the same fucking beats as Jaws. I mean,
yeah.
But again,
fair enough.
I like I said, I thought some of the action pieces were actually better than I thought would be in that low budget of movie.
That's true.
So,
and like they said, they did do a good job with the old man who was just fishing.
And there's a few practically. They didn't do a huge amount. A lot of it is ouch, 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 and then blood coming up out of the water.
What they give
but they did give you a couple with the legs. They got a floating corpse. Half his face is eaten. Some dude gets out of the water and his whole back is like half missing. So there's a couple practical shots. Obviously, they want to be like, let most of it happen in the water, and we'll just hit some blood packets. They didn't even. They just use like red lighting for the water sometimes. That was terrible. And terrible in a good way, but like. Ugh. It's just so. Yeah. I wouldn't even. It's funny thing is I wouldn't even put it as a classic. It's just one of those.
No, it's not a classic.
But it's one of those movies everybody know. You say Piranha, like, oh yeah, Piranha.
Yeah.
And again, it started somebody that he went on to do several great horror movies.
True.
It was his starting point.
And like you said, we already talked about 95, so we're gonna get that out of the way. 95 was a complete fucking filler. Don't waste your fucking time.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck
Don't
that
worry about
movie.
it.
But I will say that it definitely. When you say Piranha, but then you say Piranha 3D, I will say going into this 2010 remake that okay, they didn't do the same thing like because they were like, oh, that's already been done in 95, like fuck that. Or if 95 didn't exist, they could have said, oh, this has already been done, I'm gonna do it my way. So this one was directed by Alexandre Aja. I always fuck up his name.
We'll say Aja.
But the guy who did Hills Have Eyes and High Tension and a couple other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird because this one is has so many comedy beat moments in this. Like, this movie just embraces the fuck of what it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what I feel like a remake of this movie needed to be.
Yes.
Because the concept is...
It's stupid.
It's
Come
stupid.
on, we'll just say it, all right? It's stupid, all right?
Stupid.
But the remake is like, yep, it is stupid. Let's have some fun. They give two shits. Like, literally, the original, it's like, we experimented and made, freshwater, piranhas. This one goes, oh man, you didn't know about, like, there's this whole thing, like, underwater cave
but the way they
that opens up, and these piranhas survive by eating each other for thousands of years.
The way they explain it, it's so like, we're totally making you believe this shit. They're like, oh no, there was an earthquake because, plate tectonics and...
And if you weren't sure how serious they were going to take this movie, we open with motherfucking Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, but I mean, it was Adam Scott who was all like serious, like, hey, like, no, all these underground, abandoned lakes that just got covered up. Yeah, no, but yeah. So if it wasn't already known that this was a nod to Jaws, like the fact they got fucking Richard Dreyfuss, to not only star in this, but be the first kill.
Well, he's pretty much Hooper. I mean, he's wearing almost the exact same outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, if Hooper just, like, after he swam out back to his, the shore from the end of Jaws, if he just kept that outfit on, but just aged, that's what we have here at the beginning of Piranha. Like,
True.
it's just Hooper again, and yeah, he's the first victim.
Now, I will say, though, this fucking movie and its CGI bullshit, oh, God.
I started to get angry.
It was painful.
Look, there are painful things, but there's enough practical in between it.
Oh, yeah.
That it didn't. Look, I was the same way. I started watching it, because we'll be honest, the piranhas look fucking like dog shit. And this movie goes, well, yeah, why would we make them look any better? This movie goes, yeah, they're fucking piranhas, okay? We're getting CG the shit out of it. You don't care how they look. You care about what they're going to fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they put the practical effects
in. Oh, my God, the amount of tits and ass in this fucking movie.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Woo!
It's been a while since it was hard for me to pick out what my favorite kill was, but this movie just fucking hammers you for 20 minutes of just balls out crazy fucking kills. I'll give it that.
I gotta say, Jerry O'Connell's death was pretty funny.
Yeah, but that's not even, and that's before you get the orgy of kills.
Yeah.
That's like an early, like mid-movie kill.
Yeah.
That's not even when they get to the
It was happening
spring
roughly
break
at the same
area.
time, because remember they were bouncing between them being away from it and then the actual spring break.
But I'm talking about when the
Ving Rhames with the boat motor was pretty sweet, dude.
That was awesome.
Dude, he's just fucking chopping away.
We're just gonna throw out there, man. The two I'm just gonna throw out real quick is the fucking douchebag that jumps in the motorboat and speeds out there, catches the girl's hair in the blade, and then fucking literally turns it on and scalps her to the face and rips her face off.
That dude, and that was the ultimate climax, him literally just killing people.
Yeah.
He was literally just running over people.
But he was just a douche. Yeah.
I mean, he was running them over. You know the motor was hitting them. Like, he was just killing people the whole way out, dude. He didn't give a fuck.
I like the, the top coming off twice.
Yeah.
Where literally, was it like a wire? What goes through?
And then
literally, you see the
top
chick,
comes off.
Top come off. You're like, oh, tits. And then you see her slide in half.
But then you see the top half fall into the water, and you just see it float down. It's just like, oh my god.
This is what look. This
the other
is
chick got cut straight in half. Yeah.
But this is what I wanted. Like the dude, the dude that's parasailing and gets into the water, then would lift it back up, and it's just his top half. Like there was so.
You're talking about the chick.
Oh, I'm sorry, the chick. Yeah.
The dude was from the guy was from the original.
Yeah.
He was surfing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The chick. Yeah. And it's like you see her screaming, and it reminded me her giant tits are out. And look, they made a point to show her tits just dragging in the water, and you're like, are they just gonna bite her tits off? Because that would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But no, you just when they pick her up, it's just tits hanging and no legs.
This movie doesn't try to be anything more than it is.
No.
And that's what I appreciate is they go, it's fucking Piranha. So yeah, the CGI is stupid. I don't think they care. They go, the only thing we're going to take some time with and we're going to come up with is good fucking kills. Here's some dumb characters. We don't fucking care. Here's some other characters. We don't fucking care.
I forgot he was in this movie. I forgot he was in this movie.
Elizabeth Shue, Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Fucking Adam Scott.
Yeah, so Adam Scott, again, being like the serious... Dude, when he's like seriously like riding the jet ski, saving people, he's like, jump on him, get to shore. I'm like, fuck me. You had to be eating that shit up, dude.
Yeah.
You had to be eating that up so hard, dude, because that was so cheesy.
Then you get to the end, and it doesn't fucking matter.
He's like, so what do the adults look like? Thump. So that's one thing. Okay, so we got to explain that. So if you haven't seen the remake, Christopher Lloyd's a scientist. They actually caught one because they rescued one of the, what do they call the seismologists?
Yeah.
And it had been eaten, and there was a piranha in the boat, so they took it to a fish expert, Christopher Lloyd, of course.
Right down the road.
Doc Brown.
Yeah, Doc Brown.
Fucking fishes
oh,
now.
Marty, it's eating people alive.
1.20 million years old.
Yeah.
They leave it with him to study, and of course he knows exactly what it is off the bat because he has like a fossil, like, oh, this is the ancient blah 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 blah, whatever. And they get Elizabeth Shue plays the sheriff, so she gets a phone call down the road after they've thought they've killed them. They're on the boat, they're safe, they're comfortable, and Christopher Lloyd's freaking out. He's like, hey man, they have no reproductive organs. And Elizabeth's like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like, these are the babies. They're still adults. And like, in the Doc Brown fashion, and like they're like, oh, and then she hangs up and tells Adam Scott's character. Adam Scott's like, oh, babies. Oh, okay. What are the adults? I really wish they made it 2 with those giant fucking piranhas, dude.
Yeah.
That would have been so fun.
I have not seen, I'm not even sure who directed or responsible for...
Piranha Double D?
Yeah.
Is that a remake? I mean, a sequel?
It's a sequel. I've
2
never
3D?
seen it. Well, I know this. Ving Rhames reappears, and he's got robot legs.
Oh, shit.
We might do... I mean, this might have to be a...
Dude.
Should we do a choppy block on this,
dude,
maybe?
I mean, come on, because I really want to see the parents.
Yeah.
Like, because that was fucking huge. Like, when they showed the jump, it was like, I rewound it and watched it again, like, because how big are these fuckers? Because it looked like it took all of Adam Scott's midsection.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have to throw that on the chopping block.
Dude,
I have yet to see. I picked it up for $1 one time. I haven't watched it, but it's worth the go around.
It's free too. It's streaming for free as well. So
I'll say this, man. Like this is one of those. I had fun watching it. It's stupid. It doesn't try to be anything more than what it is.
Can we just talk about how I never knew Jerry O'Connell could be such a douche?
I know Vern was a fucking douchebag in this, man.
Yeah, like seriously,
Verno.
Yeah, dude.
But you know what? Because you have to make him a douche. You know why? Because again, what we referenced earlier in this episode, I'd never seen 3D in that way, where literally someone's chopped off cock is floating in 3D.
It looks so bad.
I know.
It was
but
CGI
now when you
cock.
watch it, but when you watch it now without 3D, you're like, it's just the penis floating in the water. But 3D, I was like swatting it away and shit. All right, that's enough of Vern's fucking dong, all right?
Yeah. But that was the greatest thing, because like when in his death scene, they pull him out and his legs are all gone, so it's just like bones shivering. And you're like, it's like it reminds.
But he doesn't care about his legs.
No, but it always reminds me of Dead Alive.
Oh yeah.
Like every time I see that, I'm thinking Dead Alive, and then he just pulls in the main character and he's like, they took my penis or the dick, or like something like that.
Yeah,
He's like, they took my dick, man. I'm like, what the fuck? You're dead, because you're gonna bleed out. Like, your nerves are gone in your legs, so you're probably not feeling much.
Yeah.
It's just bone. But your dick being gone, you're gonna bleed.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna bleed out.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, and then they just cover him up, and then what was it?
No, they uncover because later on they were like, oh shit, we need to distract the piranhas. And they fucking just toss him back in the water. But he was still alive.
What he said something so ridiculous. I forget what it was.
Something probably douchebag.
Something like, just like tits or some stupid shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, randomly during this movie, again, that's not taking itself seriously, Jerry O'Connell is directing Wild Girls Gone Wild type
Wild
thing.
Girls. It's
yeah,
like Wild Girls or something like that. It's some stupid shit. Yeah, it's fucking, oh God. That movie, that is a straight killer. Honestly, I don't ever need to watch the original again.
And
I really
that's what I was going to say is that if someone's like, do you want to watch Piranha? I'm like, as long as we're watching the remake, I'll watch the remake all fucking day.
Dude, shit's hilarious. Oh, and the fact that, like, okay, so there's a scene in the original where, it hit the camp, and they had this, like, floating concession stand, almost like in the camp.
Yeah.
And all the kids run up to that, and they're like, dude, there's, like, counselors kicking the kids. I was like, oh, you're going to tip it over. They mimicked that, but with a fucking sound stage.
No, I remember that.
Like,
and then all the motherfuckers get on there.
And not only that, but there's electricity. So
I know.
It's just like fucking...
That's the other thing I appreciate.
The DJ, come on. Who made the cameo? Eli Roth.
Eli Roth
made the cameo. I mean...
And he knows to be as douchey as possible as the DJ.
Up to that point, he hadn't done Green Inferno yet, so I don't completely hate him, but... come on, man.
No, I do appreciate... That's what I'm saying. It's spring break, and every part of every douchebag that you hate when you like
that
MTV,
could not be there.
Everybody that you expect to see it in one of those MTV spring break things.
Oh, dude.
They're all in this movie, and they're all in the orgy of deaths. And I was just like, okay.
Why? Okay, a question to listeners, and maybe you can email us and let us know. Why the fuck, when it's a spring break and it's a party and it's a fucking lake, I love lakes, I love water, I fucking love water. Like, I mean, I just really enjoy water. I enjoy partying in water, in warm weather where it's not super hot, but it's comfortable. And why, if I like that and I want to party in the water and on a boat, am I subjected to that nonsense? Why can't there be like a punk rock metal fucking like, I mean, come on, think about it, dude. Like every time or something like that happens.
Why is there no floating like? You had it in the Simpsons movie, remember?
Oh yeah, Green Day.
Green Day was floating until.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, okay, we had the Motorhead.
How did Green Day come up so many times in this episode?
we had the Motorhead tour, boat tour thing, whatever. But
Yeah.
That's the sea. I'm talking about lake at a dock. Bunch of fucking boats. It's a lake town, giant lake, spring break. You bring in a bunch of money to the city. It's a big, huge party. Why is it always got to be fucking Q94 bullshit? Q94 is a radio station in Richmond that plays a bunch of pop.
Because
hits.
spring break, in its essence, is a douchebag holiday. I don't know what it.
Punks and metalheads can enjoy spring break too.
Yeah, that is true. But
you don't have to do it in the basement either. Damn it.
But I just think Jersey Shore when I think of spring break.
No, the metalheads need to take over and just kick the shit out of all of them, and then take over their boats.
Well, metalheads and punks do have, October for that whole month of October, not just spring break. So
we can have spring break too. No, these douches have more than just spring break. They've got all of summer. I mean, they've got like 5 months.
See, and that's why this movie is so fun to watch because
they all die.
All those douches fucking die.
They all die. So good. Oh, but yeah, no, this movie was a straight up fucking killer. Love the shit out of it.
This might be one of the rare ones, honestly, like we were saying, where we were picking the remake actually to watch over the original.
Yeah, I forget what the other one was, but there was like one other one where we're like, we don't really need to watch the original again.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that is. Listeners, help us out. But I do remember that was said before. It's like, I don't need to watch the original.
And it's kind of refreshing because there's so many remakes, and we still have plenty to get into where you're just like, what the fuck is wrong? Why did they attempt to remake this movie?
Yeah.
Bad people.
Bad. Stop. And again, this covers our basis, which I feel like they were trying to do in our last Killer Filler we were talking about Wrong Turn is a completely different concept, like where they failed. This one, they didn't tell the same story. They made it, all right, the concept is fucking stupid. We just stated that earlier. So they made it stupid. They added some ridiculous shit, prehistoric fucking
They
piranhas.
bear hug the stupidity of
Exactly.
it. Yeah, because the original, it's pretty fucking stupid. And they went, oh, really? Well, let's make it even dumber, all right? Like, let's add Spring Break. Let's add, everything we can. And this is what you get. So, yeah. And I'll put it in a category of, horror comedies.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't own it, but I plan on owning it. So that, definitely going to throw that in the collection. This is a fun fucking movie, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy the shit out of it.
It's definitely going to be an outside movie night.
Oh, yeah. We got to do it before summer ends, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so, all right, everyone. So hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Let us know what you think. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, if you've seen the other two, what you think. Do you enjoy the other two because they're basically the same fucking movie over this one or not? Let us know. And as always, go to GUIPodcast.com. Click on the links tab. Check out our Amazon link. You click on that and you just shop through Amazon like normal. We get a kickback. We appreciate that shit. It's awesome because this shit ain't free. And the link right next to that, you click on TeePublic. It takes you to our merch page where we have all our designs for all the shows and then also some nonsense that is just awesome that's up there. You can get it on tons of stuff. Falls is around the corner, so hoodies, long sleeves, actual sweatshirts. You get all that shit. Right now it's hot. You want something before summer ends, you get t-shirts. Fucking, they need to come out with some swim trunks.
I was gonna say, do they have tank tops?
They do have tank tops.
All right, there you go.
Tank tops.
You can show your guns.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. Desert Eagles, baby.
That's right.
Pow, pow. No, but definitely check out all our merch. Pick some up. We love seeing people rocking our stuff. And also, while you're on GeoPodcast.com, check out all the other shows under the network. We have a lot of great content. So definitely check out some of the other shows. There's something for everybody. No podcast is the same or alike. So remember, and until we talk to you again, stay safe.
At GUIPodcast.com. In a world ravaged by movie studios that keep rehashing the same things, only one podcaster has the guts to make it even worse. Join Mike the Hobbit as he traverses the internet to bring you some of the best and worst ideas for reboots, remakes, and reimaginings of some of your favorite and least favorite TV and film properties. Ideas like a John Waters He-Man movie, Fantastic Four the musical, and Aliens, done entirely with marionettes. What podcast would bring this evil upon the world? This is Smack My Pitch Up. Available anywhere you get your podcasts.
Hey guys, Scotty Big Daddy Preston here. That's right, the Geek Father, asking you to join me here every other week with friends and family of the GUI Network as we go through all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent. So remember, join us or cry.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.